Question for the men. Why is it that you guys have stopped approaching women in real life? Because I feel like back in the day, it was so common for men to strike up a little conversation with a woman, maybe ask her out on a date if things are going well. But nowadays, I don't really see that anymore. Like, what made you stop approaching women? Be honest.
My proof that I think that the population is going to slowly decline.
And what proof would that be?
Because I am in a room of like 100 men, and not one of them has approached.
Oh, how awful. Men are minding their own business and not bothering random women out in public. Of course, apparently they want to be bothered by random men in public, but I really don't think that they're going to approach now, especially after someone has turned the light on and started making a video in the middle of a public place ranting about how guys aren't approaching.
I just think men this day and age don't want to date.
That's entirely possible. However, it's much more probable that those gentlemen are simply having a good time amongst themselves and enjoying being around each other. Moreover, why exactly would they want to approach some women out there who seem to bring nothing but drama, as we have just seen? Some women are really entirely too full of themselves and seem to think that the world revolves around them.
Most Gen Z women either hate men, are lesbian, or want to hump with us and move right on to the next guy. All in one day.
I personally don't think that treating women, particularly with respect and decency and kindness and blah, 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 should be a left-wing or right-wing thing, just like I don't think that treating men with decency and kindness and love should be a particularly left-wing or right-wing thing. However, in the context of men acting this way, it's typically conservative traditional beliefs that underpin this behavior. I'm sorry it's this way. You've told all the liberal men that everything has to be 50-50 and that you want to be fully equal to him and he's going to act that out. He's going to expect you to behave in such a way that demonstrates that. And fair enough, you've told him that's what you want. It's no wonder that fertility rates are falling. Everyone is insane. To be honest with you all as well, I think that the sort of social conditioning that I just described around male-female behavior is probably why a lot of men now actively do not want to approach women, and why women, the normal ones, are finding this very frustrating.
So men wanting respect is a conservative viewpoint. Is that really what you're saying? Because we can say it to be the other way round too, and that would piss women off.
I feel like I haven't seen anyone on this app talk about how hard it is to be unattractive. Like, being unattractive is so depressing. Like, that's the only way I can describe it. It's just really depressing. Like, for me, I feel like being unattractive has made my self-esteem, like, really low. It's made my self-worth really low. I don't get as many opportunities as other people get. And then just like the whole relationship factor piece to it. Like, I really, really want to be in a relationship. Like, more than anything in the world. That's the one thing that's been missing from my life for a really long time. And I just feel like it's never gonna happen for me. One, because of where I live, but two, because I'm not like conventionally pretty. My body is not tea. Like, I just feel like I don't look good. And to just like carry that with you every single day is really hard. To feel like you're not worthy. It just sucks.
Yeah, so to give you guys some context, she's in Miami. So when you're looking at larger markets like Miami, LA, where there's attractive women everywhere, you might be cooked. I'm just saying, especially when we're looking at her. I mean, looks like she's overweight. Why not hit the gym and do something about it instead of boohoo whining and complaining? Woe is me. Complaining that they feel invisible when the average person is average, right? The average guy probably feels invisible for the most part, but he's not getting special treatment like some of these attractive women that live life on easy mode. So, she's probably comparing herself to other women, noticing that other women are getting more attention, they're more beautiful, and they're probably, getting wined and dined, right? She's probably not getting that type of treatment. And she's getting online complaining about it. Or this could be a situation where she's fishing for compliments, because apparently there's a subsection of women that get online, boohoo, whining, complain, and then they fish for compliments, increase their dopamine, and then every 2 to 3 weeks they make the same video complaining how their life sucks. But whatever this is, I rebuke.
She's not unattractive, but us men just don't want a relationship with these species. Simple as that.
I had a video go viral and I asked people, why do men not approach women anymore? What happened to those days when men used to approach women? A lot of men in the comments were saying that they felt like women have unrealistic expectations. They don't want regular men, that they only want people they see on TikTok, online, people who are 6 foot and above, that they just are not wanting what's out there. And you wanna know what's so crazy? I started this matchmaking service where I matchmake Muslims together for free. And in this platform, people can say what type of partner they want. And let me tell you something right now. These people on the app are serious, they're intentional, and every response that I have seen has never mentioned someone's height. It doesn't even mention looks. All people are saying is, I want a man who loves the law, someone who has goals, who has aspirations, who is a hard worker. No one said, I want a rich prince. I want someone who's 6 foot and above. Nobody has said that. Nobody has said that. And I've said this before, that people are getting their information from TikTok. We need to get off of social media and stop using this as our Google, because everybody that I'm meeting, everyone I'm seeing, all these accounts, nobody wants all these unrealistic expectations. Everyone's expectations are very realistic. To all the men that felt like they couldn't get a wife because women had unrealistic expectations, what's the excuse? Here's the link.
They don't say they want a 6 feet or above man who looks like prime Chico Lachowski or Henry Cavill. They respond to them. They act differently around them. And we see that.
Can 2026 please, for the love, be the year that guys go up and talk to women in public again? Like, I know there's guys out there that do this, but not enough. There's not enough, because guys who just sit and stare at you from across the room, they just keep making eye contact with you, and you just make eye contact back and forth. Like, please, just go say hello. Just go say hello. It's really not that hard. If she's making eye contact back with you, like if you guys are making eye contact back and forth several times, she wants you to come say hello, okay? If you look at a girl, you find her attractive, and you never see her looking at you again, she probably doesn't want to talk to you, okay? Or she has a boyfriend, whatever. But if she keeps making eye contact with you, that is your sign to go up and say hello. And it is so much more attractive when a guy takes initiative. It shows so much confidence. So what? You shoot your shot and you miss? You're going to miss regardless if you don't go say hello. It's so silly to me. This happens all the time. And twice in the past week, I've had scenarios like this, totally opposites. Last Saturday, me and this guy, he sat across from me at this restaurant we were at, and we made eye contact a few times. I get up, we go to the bathroom, we're about to leave. We're washing our hands outside the bathroom. He comes over, says hello, we talk, blah, 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 whatever. I'm like, thank you. Like, thank you for coming to make a move and say hello. This morning, I was at the gym, and this guy, one of my guy friends at the gym, texts us, and he's like, you guys have an admirer? And I was like, what? And he's like, this guy, he's like, will you please talk to them for me? Like, see if, like, whatever. And he's like, no, these girls are cool. Like, they don't want some punk guy who's not going to come say hello. I'm like, thank you. Like, no, girls don't want a guy who's not going to take initiative. Like, girls want guys who are confident. So even if you aren't confident, you should shoot your shot regardless, because you're going to look so much better and have so much better of a chance if you just shoot your shot.
Not happening. Damage is done. It's actually time for you all to approach us. We are done, and we are not afraid to admit it. You all wanted the bear so bad. What's the problem now? Also, if approaching shows confidence, why don't you all say hi and see how rejection feels?
If you're a girl and you never get approached by dudes in public anymore, you are not alone. This is, truthfully, a common occurrence across the board. Dudes, flat out, simply are just not approaching women in person anymore. As a matter of fact, not even just for in-person interactions of going up to a woman and saying, hey, can I get your number? Also, even when it comes to dating apps, even when it comes to Instagram DMs, it's actually kind of just dead across the board when it comes to men pursuing women. And this is a huge, huge problem that society does not look at enough, because if we don't have men pursuing women, anymore, if we don't have relationships that can be long lasting, if we don't have families built, then over a long enough period of time, how do you have a society when no more families exist? You don't have a society anymore. Society collapses, and it all starts with men pursuing women, and it's a huge problem. But also, don't feel like you are alone and sitting there wondering, like, why am I never getting approached in public, or at all for that matter. It's not you, it's the simple fact that men do not pursue women at all anymore. They've just given up.
The thing is, the toxic women who had been with multiple guys and got approached a lot have told men to stop approaching them. Men listened, and now it hurts the women that actually want a man to approach them.
When will men learn to take a fucking hint? Last night I walked out of the bar and I was standing there by myself on the street waiting for my Uber. And these guys come up to me and they're like talking to me, trying really hard. I'm like, I have a boyfriend. Do I have a boyfriend? No. They were pretty chill. They walked away. New guy comes up. He's like, hey, what's your name? I'm like, Paige. He's like, when can I see you again? And I was like, I'm not real. That should have been enough of a fucking hint that I didn't want to speak to you. He continues on. He's like, oh my God, me neither. I can tell you're not real. Like, you're beautiful. And I was like, thank you. He's like, can I get your number? I'm like, no, I have a boyfriend. And he was like, oh. And I was like, yeah, I love my boyfriend. And he was like, well, I could be your new boyfriend. And I was like, no, you can't. I love my boyfriend. And I kept going, and he kept fucking going. And I was like, when will you understand that if I'm telling you, first of all, if I tell you I'm not real, if I reject giving you my number, that means that I don't want to fucking speak to you. Why is that so hard to understand? Like, when will it get through their heads? If I reject you once, walk away. It's so simple.
Just another example of why a lot of men have stopped approaching women in public. Because after she rejects you, she wants to go home and make videos like this. All the while, women like her will cry and complain about being single. I swear you just can't make this stuff up.
What the fuck is up with men only wanting to be my pen pal? Because I've been building up my roster for the last couple weeks, and not a single one of these men has even tried to have sex with me. Which normally I would say is very respectful, but it's also, we're not even doing anything. You know, we're not hanging out, we're not, like, going on dates. Why do men just want pen pals? I don't want to be your fucking pen pal. If we're not fucking, and we're not going on dates, then what the hell are we talking for? I don't want to talk to you. I got a million other people I would rather talk to other than you. But I'm just like, does nobody just...
They don't want to go the distance.
Nobody fucks on the first date anymore? Nobody kisses nasty in the parking lot on the first date anymore?
You don't finger in the parking lot?
Nobody fingers in the parking lot after the date anymore? What the fuck's going on? I've been out of the dating game for 5 years. What are we, all virgins? I mean, I'm a virgin, honestly, but like, God, nobody's fucking on the first date, second date? God forbid a girl wants a little love bombing, you know? So what? So what? I'm a little bored. So what? I'm a little bored and I want to have sex. So what? God fucking forbid.
Now imagine a man making the exact same video, the amount of hate he would have gotten.
I asked a bunch of girls, when was the last time a man approached you at a bar and started talking to you? They were all like, no, it hasn't happened in, I can't even tell you how long, like before COVID. They're like, I can't tell you the last time a man tried to talk to me at a bar. A man tried to offer to buy me a drink. Do men still do that? Men, can you weigh in?
Y'all told us not to. And I'm not saying you specifically. The women specifically on the internet were yelling really loudly to not approach them. Most men have a really warranted fear of being publicly embarrassed, being seen as a creep, or even just making her uncomfortable by walking up to her. Strictly because we are on social media all day. And every time we scroll, we are bashing men, saying how men are creeps, how all men are garbage. We see men go up to women and them get rejected and publicly embarrassed. Y'all have even made videos saying how uncomfortable it makes you feel. So that is why men do not go up to women anymore, definitely in public, like places like bars. At this point in time, in 2024, going into 2025, the risk does not equal the reward. The risk is far greater than the actual reward. And that is why you have a bunch of dudes prompting in to just DM you. But again, not you specifically, but you asked a man to explain, so here you go.
The same people that asked Man versus Bear and preached that misandry doesn't exist. Why do people act like it's a mystery?
This is a public service announcement for white men. It is okay to approach a Latina at the bar. That part. It is okay to like a Latina. We are equals. We are pretty people. We are also equal to the blondes at the bar.
Even better.
Even better, maybe. I don't wanna. Perhaps.
Don't quote me on it, but
Please, it is okay to approach a Latina at the bar. It is okay.
We will talk to you.
We will talk to you. It is okay. I promise. It is okay. Please approach us. We are all one. We are begging.
We're begging.
We're on our hands and knees. Please approach us.
I'm on my knees.
Like, what the fuck?
It's not that you are Latina, it's that we white dudes don't approach at all anymore. Tough luck.
There is quite literally nothing that aggravates me more than the amount of men that I see on the New York City subway that do not stop to help women at all. I will see women struggling with literally like 60-pound strollers. They have a baby on their arm. I will literally sit there and I'll wait and I'll be like, okay, let's see how long it's gonna be. Some man obviously has to see this lady struggle. I'm watching them looking at her. No, they don't. Why am I, the 126-pound woman, helping this woman push a 60-pound stroller up a staircase because you guys won't help her? I see girls struggling with suitcases all the time, women struggling with groceries, y'all just sitting around. Not all of y'all are in a rush. I don't know where y'all going. Most of y'all don't even got no damn jobs. Act like a man.
Welcome to equality. Men don't owe random women any unpaid labor.
Finally, my first time getting hit on in Home Depot, and he's not even attractive.
Hi, I'm the man that Schminda817 said was hitting on her at Home Depot. I wanted to come on here and take a moment to clear a few things up. One, ouch! I mean, I'm not Brad Pitt, but I'm not Quasimodo either. And I've got a really good sense of humor. And women keep on saying that the most important thing in a man is a sense of humor. So I got that going for me. B, I wasn't hitting on you. I was asking you if you knew where the screws were. And I can see with the benefit of hindsight how that might have come off as hitting on you. But I was legitimately just looking for a screw. All right. Hope that clears things up. Have a great day.
Finally getting hit on at Home Depot? What was she waiting years and years for this, apparently?
Here's the thing. Girls love to complain about how guys don't make the first move anymore, whether that's in person, on cuffed, on Raya, the gym, whatever. Men are not approaching women anymore the way that they used to once upon a time. But then I see these girls when men do approach them, and if they don't think they're cute, these girls are so mean sometimes. And I'm not saying you have to give your number out to every man that approaches you, but if you want men to be more comfortable going up to women, at least be nice, give them the time of day for like 0.7 seconds before letting the conversation die down, and boost the morale, boost the collective, because it's a systemic issue of men not having the confidence to go up to women anymore. But I don't blame them, because when they finally have the courage to, their ego gets stomped, which I'm not above stomping some man egos around here, but like, it's just not always warranted. You can be nice.
The worst she can say is no. Biggest lie ever told. It's not the lack of confidence, it's the lack of desire. Not worth it.
They're treating you like equals. That's what we asked for. Not only that, but let's be realistic here. If more men offered up their seat, a lot of women would automatically assume that he expects something out of it, or that he's flirting with her. He could be a married man. Or some women would even get angry. Oh, what, you don't think I'm capable of standing up? Men literally can't win. He opens a door for a woman and gets yelled at for the same thing. Men don't owe you anything. And this entitlement here is a big reason why a lot of men don't want to do these things. Because you're expecting it. You're mad that they're not doing it automatically. So what, if a man realistically offered you his seat, would you have said thank you? Would you have been grateful? Or would you have just taken it and not said anything to him? Because you expect it. He's required to give it to you. And the reality is he's not. So enjoy standing up.
Women killed chivalry. Their behavior, accusations, and how they treat them. They did it to themselves. Thanks for watching Manhood. If you want access to exclusive episodes and want to support the channel, hit that join button and become a member. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if it hit home. Drop your stories and thoughts in the comments. We read everyone. See you tomorrow.